Alrighty, it is officially time. Hello and welcome to Movement Break. My name's Amber Langford. I'll be running you through your movement session today. For today's class, we are doing all standing exercises. I recommend about an arm span of space in all directions. And if at any point you feel that you need any assistance with balance, you can move to a support structure. Support structures include a wall, desk, table, or the back of a stable chair. We're going to begin with our upper body first, and we're going to start with a horizontal push-pull movement. So what I want you to do is stand with your feet right underneath your hips. We're going to bring our hands up so they're about shoulder height. Elbows are going to be wide. We're going to start with our pushing motion first. So I want you to push your hands forward. As you push your hands forward, elbows straighten. Feel your shoulder blades pull apart. Chin tucks to your chest. And then we're going to pull. So we pull those elbows back, shoulder blades squeeze, chin lifts, and repeat. So we push and round that upper back. And then we're going to pull and open that chest. Let's do one more here. Lowering those arms down, resetting, going into some rope pulls next. So we're going to bring those arms up back so our hands are at that shoulder height. Right arm starts first. We're going to reach up towards the ceiling, reaching as tall as you can before closing your fist, acting like you're going to grab a rope and pulling it back down to your shoulder. Repeat other side, reaching up, grabbing and pulling down. So we're actively reaching and then pulling down towards that shoulder. You can even add a little bit of that side to side lean as you reach up overhead. Let's do one more to each side. Relaxing out of that, we're going to widen our stance and we're going to go into our roll downs. So in our wide stance, we're going to have feet facing forward, legs should be a little bit wider than shoulder width. And for our roll downs, hands are going to be down at your sides, tucking your chin to your chest. You're just going to reach your hands down, rounding your back. You're going to slowly lower those hands towards the ground. Once you've reached that end point, you're going to inhale and then exhale, rolling back up to a tall standing position. You're stacking one vertebrae on top of the other. Your head is the last thing to come up. And repeat. We're going to do 5 roll downs here today. And on that last one, we're just going to hang out at the bottom of that movement. Last one here. Pausing at the bottom. I want you to brace your hands either on the ground, on your shins, or above your knees. From here, we're going to add our alternating knee bends. So we're just going to bend our right knee, straighten, and then bend that left. So alternating side to side, feeling a nice little stretch in that inner thigh as we shift side to side. Let's do one more each direction. Return to center, rolling back up one final time. Staying in your wide stance, we're going to go into some hip circles. So placing your hands on your hips, we're going to take those hips and we're going to bring them over to the right, circling your hips forward, to the left, and then circling those hips backwards. As we circle forward, I want you to get a slight back lean with that chest. And then as you circle your hips back, that chest leans forward slightly. We're getting as much movement as we can here. One more circle in this direction. And then we're going to switch directions, circling your hips back to the left, forward, and then over to the right. Let's do one more circle this direction. Relaxing out of that, standing tall, bringing those legs in. Now that our hips are nice and warmed up, we're going to go into our hip gate openers. For these ones, we're going to stick one side at a time, and then we will switch. So, first option, you can do this holding on to your support structure or without anything around, but we're going to take that right leg first. Lift your knee up, out to the side, lowering it down. Then we lift it out, bring it in, and lower once again. So we're just kind of making a little outward circle and then an inward circle. Other options, keep your foot on the ground, bend your knee, lift your heel, or swivel that knee out, in, lower, and repeat. So this is a good option if you have any irritation in that hip flexor or if balance is maybe just a little bit trickier. Otherwise, you can lift that leg off the ground, circling out and in. One more on this side, and then we're going to switch, same thing. Left leg circling out and in. Once again, you always have that option to keep your feet on the ground. Lift your heel, bend the knee, swivel out, in, lower, and repeat. Let's do two more on this side. Relaxing out of that, I want you to press those hips forward. Going into some glute kickers, we're going to take one leg, lifting your heel up, trying to kick yourself in the glute. Alternating side to side, actively pressing those hips forward. This is going to give you a little bit of a stretch in the front of those thighs, but we're also going to get a nice activation in those hamstrings as we curl that heel up. Let's do one more to each side. Relaxing out of that. We're going to end with some yes and no nods. So let's start with our nose first. Pulling shoulders down away from your ears, taking your head, you're going to turn to the right, to center, and then over to the left. Let's do one more, each direction. And then going into our yes nods, we're going to bring that chin to our chest and then lift it up to the ceiling. Repeat one more time, looking down to the ground. and then back up to the ceiling. Relaxing out of that. And that is all of the movements I have for you all today. Thank you so much for joining Movement Break. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.